How you doing, Manginas? Angry Toddler here, bringing you guys another Domination on Lockdown, and welcome to Girlfriend Stories Episode 7. And last time we left off, I was talking about the story with Jessica and how I went to go meet her. And now I'm going to tell you guys why I started hating Ashley, and hopefully I can finish it all in 8 minutes. I can't promise anything. It could extend even to another episode. But let's start it off with the embarrassing story. So, the one thing I did not like about Ashley more than anything is that she, first of all, accused me of always stealing her friends, and I kind of did in a way. And then also, she would try to get so bunny with all my friends. It got really annoying. Like all my hockey friends, she tried to get like super close and be a super cool girlfriend and just be like best friends with them. And it got really annoying because it's like I wouldn't be able to hang out with any of my friends without her just showing up. And like she wasn't part of the group, all right? Let's just make that clear. She was not a part of the hockey group with me. And it got annoying. Like she'd show up to hockey tournaments, and I was just like, why it would suck is because I would have to have my focus on her and like give her my attention because like she was there by herself. She didn't have any other girls to hang out with, and so it's like I couldn't even hang out with the hockey guys on the weekends for tournaments. And it's like that's what I wanted to do. So anyways, so we went to public skate, and which is just like skating around an ice rink with friends. And she actually had friends there for like this girl's birthday. This girl was like I think like 2 years younger than her. She knew them from dance, and I had my hockey friends there. There's some other like girlfriends there, like my hockey friends' girlfriends, and like just other friends because we invited a bunch of people. So what my friends like to do is try to depants me. They've tried to depants me all the time at public skate because we would go a lot just to mess around. And so yeah, so this one, so usually they were never very successful. I would either be wearing like jeans that wouldn't fall down up past my ass. I'd be usually wearing a belt and stuff like that. Well, this day I forgot my belt, and I didn't even think that this was gonna happen. I didn't worry about it, but like Ashley was being a little bitch that whole day because it's like she was just I don't even know what she was doing. She was just being super annoying, like trying to be all friendly with my friends, and it's like, dude, those like your friends are here, go talk with them. And then she'd just be like, one of this other girl, that Maddie girl I was telling you guys about, the one I had a super big crush on and I became a boy toy for, and that was a few episodes ago. She was there and she started talking to me, and then all of a sudden Ashley would show up because she would get jealous. So anyways, all of a sudden Ashley came up to me and grabbed both my hands, like trying to be cute, holding both my hands, and I was like, okay. So we started skating, and she was skating backwards, and all of a sudden my friend comes up behind me and depants me. And that's fine, you know, if you mean like you pull down there somebody's jeans, it's like, oh, that's hilarious. Well, there was a problem. They actually pulled down my boxers as well. So I was standing there. By the way, it was cold. Okay, it was cold. Just you know what that does to dudes. It's cold. All right. So didn't quite look the normals. You know, but so I was standing there, ass naked in public skate with like 50 people on this rink, and there was a family in front of me. By the way, it was my girlfriend and her like best friend in front of me. And so she saw my junk. All my friends behind me, including all their girlfriends and people, saw my ass. And it took me like 5 seconds to pull up my pants because they were buttoned, and they weren't small. They were kind of small. So it took me like 5 seconds to pull them up. So I was standing there naked, like there's a family in front of me. And whoa, just a squeak. My voice is giving out of me for some reason. But there's a family in front of me, and they hid their kids' eyes. I was like, oh no, this is embarrassing. So I finally got my pants up and just went to the bench and just laid down on the ground. I was so fucking embarrassed. It was a joke. I'm actually embarrassed saying it right now. My face is probably all red. So that kind of sucked. But so if you're like, oh, my story is really embarrassing, it's like, nope, not as embarrassing as mine being naked in public when it was cold. So talk about double whammy. Alright, so now to the reason I hate Skankosaurus Rex. And I told you guys about the Trey story about her making out with this guy. And so there's this kid on my hockey team, his name was Leaf. and I know, what a fucking weird name, by the way. His name was Leaf, and I was friends with him just because he's on my hockey team, but we didn't really hang out. He wasn't part of my like close friends of hockey players, and so but me and him were all right. And like I said, Ashley tries to involve herself with every single one of my hockey friends, and it got fucking annoying. Well, they started talking, and a lot of this stuff I didn't know that was going on. A lot of it was going on behind me. And well, I started becoming really good friends with two of her best friends. And they kind of hinted at me for a little while that something was going on. And so I asked Ashley, they're like, dude, they're like, we don't want to tell you because we're her friend. We want you to go talk to her and she'll tell you. And so I asked her about it, and I was like, so have you been like talking to Leaf and all? And she's like, oh, well, like, he texted me, but not really know why. I was like, because, like, did you ever hang out with him? And she's like, oh, no, like, I haven't hung out with him. I'll never hang out with him unless you were there. And so I was like, okay, all right. And, well, so they told me that a little bit more than that was going on. And they're like, well, he actually hung out with us before without you knowing. And, like, he, like, told her some weird stuff. And so this was Ashley's friends telling me this. And so then, I didn't even know all the details yet, but I went to go talk to Ashley, and I planned on breaking up with her because I was kind of pissed about her lying to me. If somebody's lying to you, my motto is if history will repeat itself. So if somebody lies to you once, they will lie to you again, and they will continue to lie to you. And I'd say that the same way. If they cheat on you once, they cheat on you again. And this is one example of when it came true. History repeats itself. So, I went to go talk to her, and it turned into a 4-hour talk in my car with her basically crying the whole time. And I just started feeling bad and wanting to believe her because she told me that yes, there was a little bit more going on. Like they were texting, he said some weird stuff to her, and that like he came and hung out with them, but it was because her friend wanted to get with him. And so this is what she told me. She was like, my friend wanted to hook up with him and like maybe start dating him. So like I invited him over, and so they could hang out. Is basically what she said. And she was crying the whole time. So I was like, okay, you know what? I was like, I kind of believe you. And so yeah, so that kind of happened. And she was crying, like I said, she's crying the whole time. So I was like, all right, we're not breaking up. Well, the next day I went to my friend's house, and I actually had a, I figured out her passwords were so fucking easy. It was like Dancer37, which is, she's a big dancer, and my hockey number is 37. So that was the password to her Facebook. So I got on her Facebook, and I know this is bad, but it was needed. And I got on her Facebook, and I saw a message to Leaf. And this gameplay is almost over, so now you're gonna have to wait to hear what the message said. Oh my god, that sucks for you guys. So hopefully you guys will tune in next time to hear about the message along with some more drama. And sorry this Skankosaurus Rex story is taking so long. I go 47 and 5 or 6. Stay hairy, manginas.